Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my good buddy Heath, also a guitar player. Today we're going to do something a little different. I had a cool idea recently. I was just listening to random songs on shuffle one day and I ran across a song by All Shall Perish that's called Laid to Rest. Well, obviously, you know, the big famous Laid to Rest song would be by Lamb of God. So I thought it'd be interesting if we actually listened to both of these and then pit them against each other and see which one actually deserves the title of Laid to Rest.
Lamb of God more consistent with the riffs.
Yes, I would say there's a
consistent.
more consistency. I felt like the structure is more organized. Obviously, you have some just some really world famous musicians there on top of it.
And, yeah, Chris Adler. He can play faster than that. He just came up with clever.
Well, Lamb of God was never really about speed though. I mean, like they did do some fast stuff, but they weren't like a speed band.
Burn the Priest they kind of were.
Yeah, but I mean that's something kind of different.
To be fair, the Priest.
Exactly. I was about to say same people, but it's slightly different thing. But when I think Lamb of God, it definitely gets more to like groove metal and stuff. They have fast sections, but I felt predominantly Lamb of God had kind of more. I don't want to say like slower because it's not slow. It's not like doom metal or anything. Anything negative about the Lamb? Like, was there anything that ever stood out to you about things you didn't like about the song?
I did not like how Randy Blythe talks, and even in concert, he'll scream it. If there was a single date, he doesn't talk like that in concert.
Negative things about it. I mean, it's hard for me to find a negative about the Lamb of God version because back when I was 15 and getting into metal, this was one of my first albums that got me into metal. I think it was probably like my second or third album, metal album I listened to. So, and I was discovering metal, and this was just amazing. And so I have nothing bad to say about the album in general. I mean, I know there are probably things that are wrong with it that I should say, but for nostalgic reasons, I can't.
We're biased. We remember when that album came out. It was awesome. So
it was,
it's hard to shun for any reason.
It was game changing, and at the same time, I was just entering metal, so it was just like a double whammy for me. So.
I was a sucker for that one, man.
It had speed, I liked the aggression, it was very heavy, it was very chaotic, everything blended well even though they were had a bunch of different random sections. If I had looked at the music on paper, it would just seem jumbled, but hearing it, it works, But if I just looked at it on paper and never heard it, I'd be like, that's, this is some crazy sheet music you got here, I'm intrigued, but, slightly concerned as well.
Vocals were great too, man.
Yeah, and I'd say, what genre would you say this is? Would you say this is, I guess, would this technically be deathcore?
This particular song, I don't know if the band in general is core, but that song did have some core.
Well, if I'm wrong and y'all know exactly what type of genre, please comment down below, educate us.
It's going to be like 5,000 different genres people think.
Exactly, so it doesn't matter. But still, comment below whatever one is the most. We'll take a tally of whoever, which one is the most, and we're just going to say that's what genre they are. But yeah, I loved that song. It was really good. I liked the technicality. I loved the switch ups. The drums were amazing. The speed was really cool. I liked the blast beats. The trim picking, like you said, that was awesome. I can't really get into the cons too much without just getting into where we just discussed where they're different, So let's just skip to that section. We've talked about each song separately, now we're going to compare them.
It's like comparing LeBron James to Michael Jordan. They're different. They're both great, but they're different. So you can't really compare them. They are different genres.
This is true, but let's try and find some things we can compare. Let's see if we can find a few traits and stuff. Song structure, I feel like, is definitely one we could talk about. Lamb of God's followed a more traditional pattern, I felt. You had actual sections of songs and stuff. Whereas All Shall Perish's version, there was a lot of different sections, and some sections you didn't come back and revisit. You know, they were just there once really quick. It jumped all over the place. It was still really cool, but you know, it's something.
It was a nice progression. You knew they were going to switch it up. That's what they were doing.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad for any reason. I'm just stating that was the different. You know, I'm just looking at differences between the songs.
Oh no, so it's a good thing, and
it doesn't. No, it's not a bad thing for either song to do what they did. I'm just thinking of things that are different.
Of course, vocals, but nobody sounds like Randy Blythe.
Yeah, I mean Randy Blythe does have kind of a unique sound. I mean, a lot of screamers to a sense have a unique sound, but you do have a lot of people when you get into metalcore and deathcore. There does come a point where some of them do sound very, very similar, and it definitely depends on who mixed and mastered a record or something. They could sound slightly different.
All Shall Perish has a less original. I've heard bands where he sounds like exactly like, you know. Randy Blythe is automatic. We could be on somebody else's track.
I mean, for instance, there's a band called A Life Once Lost. There was actually one album of A Life Once Lost. Randy Blythe did guest vocals on a track called Vultures, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and you can instantly tell.
Yeah, but when I listened to the song and it says feature Randy Blythe, so, you know, I listened to it for the first time, you know, and I didn't watch. I had the CD, so I wasn't like watching a video to see. And you hear when Randy comes in, and if you actually watch the music video, Randy Blythe's not in it, so you just have to know. I mean, obviously he's a different screamer, so you know, if you didn't know Randy's voice, you could figure it out. But I mean, I listened to it as soon as there's Randy.
All Shall Perish is actually signed to Nuclear Blast.
Are they now? I did not know that.
Yes, and you know how Nuclear Blast's reputation is. You could literally cherry pick any kind of album off their, you know, recordings. And it's a pretty good band, man.
Yeah, no, Nuclear Blast is, you know, has a lot of
very reputable.
Yes, no, that's a good thing. If they're definitely on Nuclear Blast, that's definitely
somebody caught notice.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to check out more of this band then. Definitely.
It was Masaga. Masaga was Nuclear Blast, I think, right?
What?
Masaga.
Yeah,
they played those like 8-string. Was it Swedish?
Meshuggah.
Excuse me.
No, Meshuggah, not Meshuggah.
Meshuggah sounds way worse than Masaga. Yeah. Good songs, man.
Yeah, we do need to boil it down and make a decision. In your opinion, which one do you think is the best?
I actually like All Shall Perish's more.
You do? Really?
Just because it's fresher, and I told you I'm a
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is fresh. It's modern.
But
okay,
if you had to give the title, and you say one of y'all has to change the name, Lamb of God, just by ownership. You say Lay to Rest in a crowded room, somebody's gonna notice it's a Lamb of God song.
For argument's sake, let's say both of the songs came out at the exact same time.
It's still gonna be Lamb of God, though.
I got you.
Have you ever? People actually think the album's named Lay to Rest. It's not.
True. I have heard people say that.
Yes. It's
just the first song. It's just the first track on the album, guys. Calm down.
Really, my vote would have to be Lamb of God's, of course.
I really liked All Shall Perish's version of Lay to Rest. When it comes to that category, that is something I would listen to. That sounds really cool, very interesting, very catchy. It's just appealing, in my opinion. With all that said, we're from Virginia. We love Lamb of God. I'm sorry, it's kind of a hometown thing. I've got to go with it. I mean, I've got the shirt, I've got the back patch. I have to just go with Lamb of God on this one. And this song really did kind of launch me into my whole metal career, so it just seems necessary, you know, to give it to that one, and not just for nostalgia. Personally, that's just my style of music. I like that genre better. All Shall Perish is like right on their heels though, because that was a really good song. I'd say that's probably overall the reason why I would say Lamb of God wins this one. So, yeah. All Shall Perish, rename your song. Yeah.
I think they're broken up now, so.
Oh, never mind. Then you do what you do.
If you ever have a reunion, change your song.
Heath, thank you for coming, hanging out, talking about it with me. It was really cool. And guys, down in the comments, please, you know, leave me some love.
And figure out what music genre also Parish is.
Yeah, let us know that. If you know any other bands, or just multiple bands and two bands have a song by the same name, comment it below and we'll review it. Or I'll review it and mean something, I don't know. Somebody will review it on this channel, I guarantee it. Peace out, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and until next time, stay metal.